what do you think of the Colts right now? That's all I care about. That's all I want to ask you, Chuck. Is what message do you want to give Shane Steichen, Chris Ballard, and the rest of this Colts franchise?
How dare you? How dare you let this happen? Like, seriously, how do you let Drew Lock score 45 points on you
in a must-win game?
In a must-win game. This Giants team were 8-point underdogs to a team last week that was starting a rookie quarterback for the first time, and they got demolished. How do you lose 45-33 to a team this bad? Like, a team that their fans are not happy with this. They were hoping to lose this game and get the number 1 pick. You need to win. You need to win a game to keep your season alive. After you threw away for the most part, you threw away your playoff chances, like by tossing the ball out of bounds or throwing it, on a double reverse. Double reverse.
Yeah. Which bad play are we talking about? Which bad play
versus the Denver game? You already threw it away then, but you think, like, with the small hope you have, you come in and take this, I don't know, like a little bit more seriously. And then because the funny thing was over the course of the day, like, it wasn't just our group chat. It was various people texting me and other group chats all throughout the day, just screenshots of Drew Lock stats as the game progressed. People are like, what? He's like 8 of 9, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns.
First note I wrote of the entire day in my Google Doc was Drew Lock stats.
Yes, I was like, and I was like, I don't know what to say besides this is a really, really sad, embarrassing performance for the Colts. Like they really need to like actually think about what the future is for this, because how can you possibly run things back after this is how your season ends with the last couple of weeks that they've had? That's just, it's no good. You gotta look yourself in the mirror.
The Jonathan Taylor's drop ball is all I can think about after that Broncos loss, or after the Broncos lost on Saturday, because I was like, well, you guys could have had a real chance. And I looked up, and the first stat I noticed of the day was Drew Lock started 7 for 8 for 153 yards and 3 touchdowns. I was like, no, clickety clack, looked it up. I looked up the box score, and I was like, oh, that was real. That wasn't just like a season number on something. That's how we started this game. And I wrote like embarrassing from the Colts, and then they started making a comeback, and I was like, oh, okay, nice catch. Alec Pierce had a dunk TD, had a nice deep ball. Okay, they look like they're coming back. And then I was like, no, this is embarrassing. Not what you needed from the Colts. Obviously, they needed that game against the Broncos, which they actually had some real good stretches, especially on defense. And last week, had a really good first half against the Titans, and then let them come back. And then now this is just like, come on, this isn't like good vibes at all. This isn't what you want to build on. You want to build on upset wins at the end. The Cardinals last year went in and upset the Eagles at the end of the season. That's what the growing teams do. You get those kind of like real hard fought wins at the end of the season. This is just not it. But yeah, the Giants last year got Tommy DeVito out of Drake May. This year, they're getting Drew Locked. Maybe, now they have to start looking at trade capital, which I'm just like, Giants fans are screaming right now. Patriots now in the driver's seat, or I guess it's the conductor seat in the caboose for the number 1 pick. Whew. Yeah. How the mighty have fallen from those Super Bowls.
Seriously.
That's what
how everyone has fallen this season. The goddamn 4-12, that gets you the 9th pick right now. That's awful.
Oh, I know. And this is the worst draft. This is just, I would say the worst draft, but it's not a great draft. I'll just say that right now. Well, our colleague Charles Robinson said their teams have like 7 blue chippers, and that made me feel better. I think I only have 8. So it's not a great draft.
But you know how, like, the reason why I feel why I know it's not a good draft is because, like, if you're a fan of one of these teams at the end of the season, like, do you really even care like what your draft pick is right now? I mean,
right.
If I'm a Raiders fan, am I losing sleep?
People aren't doing like screenshots of all these players, or jersey grabs of all these players. Like no one cares.
If I'm a Raiders fan, am I losing my mind that like we've won the last 2 games, now we have the 8th pick? Like we could probably find the same guy we could find 8 and we can 1 this year. Right. Well, maybe not 8, maybe not better. 8, but still, because Travis Hunter's pretty good.
I get what you mean.
Pretty good. But still.
He's actually new. He's one of those blue chippers. He's actually a needle mover. More disappointment from the Colts. I should say Flacco started instead of Anthony Richardson. As soon as I saw that, like all of a sudden Richards came up with soreness, and was it back and ankle?
Something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God. I mean, because they ran the crap out of them last week. I mean, they ran the ball really well, but it's just it's such a young team, but it just feels like I don't know. I thought there'd just be more stretches of like real promise. And it just feels like I'm just always frustrated watching them. Now they catch the ball finally, and then they just have other moments of frustration. But anyways, what?
I just looked at the Giants average 13.4 yards per net yards per pass attempt. So like sacks included, 13.4 yards per pass attempt. That's just so bad. That's so bad.
A quarterback that even the Falcons defense may look silly.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, they 2 pick sixes last week. Come on.
Tip of the cap. Way to go, Gus Bradley. Way to go there.